Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina. Wolfpack. The Aztecs will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So NC State's offense will have first crack at this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Smothers. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
So San Diego State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not diagnosed. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Open space at the 25. And he finds his way out of bounds, real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. The Aztecs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And to the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. And QB just hanging there, knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7.
NC State 10, San Diego State 7.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up.
Great Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The short hands, it's Welsh. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. Scrambling away. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, San Diego State.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wilson will throw. Looking to buy time. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Napier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle. It's Sutton. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They booted away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Wilson to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. He steps out of bounds right at the 45 5-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Grabbed over the middle. It smothers. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. NC State quick to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Corner's going to give them room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
1 play, stay aggressive. Now
breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Napier. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Using his legs, it's Sutton. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. Sweet cut there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Aztecs are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Aztecs. They get it into the end zone to pay off. Some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
NC State, 24. San Diego State.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Caught behind the line. It smothers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Brings it in down the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Kick is in the air. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Handoff from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8.
And it's nice to be an offensive coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's busted. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, San Diego State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give as they work on that clock. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Got a man. It's Roger. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Working on the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. And into the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. this drive and let it rip. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sutton. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now the throw. Quickly to the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Aztecs.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. It's smothered. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. If there's time to pad the stats. Now improvising. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk glass, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.